Hi, so this is a little bit of a filler while we wait for the main update for Retribution Paladins from this build to come out. There are a few very interesting things to talk about. What I've got for you here is a little look at the Legendaries, which we can now see. We've all been able to see these from data mine information, of course, but we can now see these in the Adventurer's Guide. So in the dungeon journal, or the journal I should say, Adventurer's Guide, that's it. Got a list of our legendaries. So Retribution, what's this for? That's for all slots. There's a lot of potential ones. A lot of them. Oh Christ. This is just for Retribution, or the ones that are suitable for Retribution, we're not saying. Okay. So let's have a look at this. So for the hell, we've got Hammer of Justice dealing damage, 75% reduced cooldown when used against an enemy above 75% health. So a running and stun with it. Not going to be good for raiding, so for raiding purposes there isn't really a good helm at the moment. Neck, after not taking damage for 5 seconds, gain an absorb shield for 30% of your maximum health. So when you're not taking damage, you get an absorb shield. It does last for 30 seconds, to be fair. And assuming it works outside of combat, it means you could go into combat with the shield already up, which seems nice. So that seems decent. Shoulder. At full health, 50% of overhealing done to you heals your beacon of light target. Don't think that's really all that suitable for Retribution. What do you think? I think they might have slipped that into the wrong section. Should I do it for all Paladins just to be... make sure that we're not looking at any holy ones here. Templar's Verdict and Divine Storm increase the damage of your next Templar's Verdict or Divine Storm used within 3 seconds by 60%. One of those things that will of course have to sort of change the way you play. There's a few situations where you can do that. Get yourself to 5 Holy Power, use the ability, Crusader Strike, use the ability again, or it could be use the ability and use your traded Wake of Ashes with the Ashes to Ashes trait, which gives you 5 Holy Power and again allows you to do that. Certainly seems useful to me. Chest. Each enemy hit by Avenger's Shield, so that's protection. Never mind that. Uther's Guard. Increase the duration of Blessing of Freedom, Blessing of Protection and Blessing of Sacrifice by 40%. The only one of those that we get is Blessing of Protection. Yeah, no. Hands. Reduce the cooldown of your lay on hands by 70%. That'd be quite nice, actually. You know, give it a 3-minute cooldown. Even for Retribution, that seems reasonable to me. The Waste. Casts a blessing on a friendly target. Will heal them for 20% of their maximum health. So, I mean, this one was talked about before. Obviously, we can't test these. We haven't got these to test. Presumably, there'll be some sort of internal cooldown because otherwise, you could just, you know, if I just close that down for a moment and I want to do this, I could just spam myself to heal myself up to full really, really quickly. Surely that's not going to be allowed. So you would think there will be some internal cooldown on its use. Legs. Avenger's Shield. That's another prop one. Never mind that. There's nothing else on it, is there? Nope. Feet. Warriors, Paladins and Death Knights. Increase your movement speed by 100% of your total haste. For Retribution Paladins, this is going to be a godsend because we don't really have much in the way of movement. I'll be talking more about that in my update video this weekend. But yes, we will definitely want this. It even comes with haste on it, isn't that nice? Finally finger, choice of 4. So let's have a look at what we've got. Successfully applied an incapacitate, blah, blah, blah. More like PvP, I suppose, to this. Or in dungeons, potentially. So enemy grants you 70% increased movement speed, but PvPers would like that. So, do a stun, 70% increased movement speed, so you can actually catch up to them. This one, single target healing spells. Well, as Ret we have some off healing. It's not really good. Refund up to 15% of the mana cost. Maybe it means we could get... I don't think it necessarily means we could get a fourth one now. Let's have a look. It uses so much. Maybe another one. But of course, I mean, really what you're talking about for this is it's for holy, isn't it? While Avenging Wrath is active, gain 1 holy power every 2 seconds. Of course, this is very nice. Just when you've got your offensive ability going on, you're also generating a bit of extra holy power. Can't complain about that. Cannot complain. Would definitely want that. Not so keen that it doesn't have mastery on it, but you can't have everything. And this one, take 4% less damage while standing in your consecration. So in a situation where you would take consecration, I cannot see it at the moment for Retribution. But of course, if having this ring makes it it's a very minor defensive, 4% less damage is not really significant. Probably you're going to be talking about this being prot as well, aren't you? But there you go. That's the legendaries that at the moment we've got for paladins. So yeah, there's quite a lot to get there. They're not all suitable for Retribution, and also some of them will be of limited use for Retribution. We don't yet know how, I say, easy they're going to be to farm. Of course, it's very much an RNG process, but they are... individual ones are supposed to drop off specific like mobs or areas or something, so they are farmable. In other words, you don't just go out into the world and maybe you'll get a legendary. You can go to particular areas for if you want to farm a specific legendary, but of course I don't know what the average would be in terms of how many kills you'd need of various mobs to get one, and of course it would just be an average because RNG could have you obtaining these before you even get to level 110 if you're really lucky, and if you're really unlucky, not getting a single legendary after many months. But that's how it works. But anyway, if you've enjoyed that, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I have got much more detailed Legion videos coming out this weekend, as well as the vanilla look back at Upper Blackrock Spire. So until next time, I'll see you later.